everybody, today on Previously Recorded, we're in sunny LA for E3!
That's right, we're gonna check out all the new and innovative video games while we check out the ladies at the beach.
Okay, Jack, so the E3 conference is going on, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, and we just watched all the major press conferences from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo.
You know, the funny thing about E3 and about these types of events is it's like the one time of year that we say, okay, corporate America, sell us. That's all it is marketing, but we want it.
I guess we should start with Xbox.
Xbox was the very first conference, kicked off the E3 events this year.
To a yawn. To a big yawn.
Yeah.
This year they were all about the games.
Today, we're dedicating our entire briefing to games.
None of them have a sense of humor. They're all dark. They're all going for some kind of generic, nondescript, realistic-looking setting, and they all look boring and the same.
Yeah.
The first one they presented was Call of Duty: Gears of Titanquake.
Nice.
Call of Duty is now ripping off Titanfall, who is ripping off Call of Duty.
You got it. Stand by for Titanfall.
Well, the one ray of hope in the Xbox presentation was Sunset Overdrive. Can you imagine that games can have color, Jack? Did you know that?
I didn't anymore.
And he jumps around and there's jokes, there's humor, and there's style.
Yeah. Clean up, drop on.
I'm gonna call that the Green Day of the video game conference.
Okay.
Where it's like, sure, it's punk rock. But you know what? It had colorful explosions. It looked like it would be a fun game to play.
Stylistically, at least it was a breath of fresh air.
Is a bold and innovative adventure, completely redefines the Assassin's Creed experience. We want to create an experience unique in multiplayer gaming.
We have a revolutionary new way to play a first-person shooter. 4-player co-op. But like Assassin's Creed, Evolve, Dragon's Age, now with multiplayer, Fable, now with 4-player co-op.
Okay, they very specifically don't want to be revolutionary.
Right.
After last year's disaster, Microsoft wanted to be safe and predictable. The Halo games, I mean, the chief selling point during that presentation was that it was exactly like the old Halo.
Halo 2 Anniversary will contain the original Halo 2 multiplayer exactly as it shipped 10 years ago.
So they're packaging the first 3 Halo games, each bundled with their own specific engine, just to make sure that it's exactly how you left it.
Halo 2's well, we updated the graphics, but you can switch back to the old ones at any time.
Absolutely. Just, you can have it just the way you want it. Just please don't hit me.
And he's crouching on me. Okay, thank you.
Halo. Fucking Halo. Fucking.
They can do whatever the fuck they want with Halo. I just don't care.
If I was a fan of the Halo series, it would be very nice to have all of my games in one space on my new system.
Yeah.
Inside, which is the indie side-scroller where you play as a little kid traversing a big scary world, made by the makers of Limbo, where you play as a little kid traversing a big scary world. Even in indie games, they just want to make the same fucking game.
I know. Does any of the games they announced make you want to run out and buy an Xbox One? Any of them?
That is a good question, Rich.
For me, none of them.
Threes. Which is a game you can play for free in any web browser on any cell phone.
So now we get to Sony.
Now we get to
This is the
Sony.
second press conference we watched.
You know what they opened up their conference with, which is something I fucking hate about modern day game culture, is their new early access system.
Millions around the world have been eagerly awaiting the Destiny beta.
Do you want to play a mostly broken game and give us feedback for free?
And for those PlayStation fans who can't wait until next month, PS4 owners around the world will get a chance to play the Destiny First Look Alpha.
They're using beta access as an early marketing tool, where they say we can get people really hyped about this game months before it comes out by having them actually play it. The only problem is all their hype is for the beta, and then when the actual release comes out, no one will give a fuck because they're on to the next game already.
How did you feel about Destiny? Yeah, what's the selling point of this game? Every time they mention it, it's supposed to be the next big thing. There's a sea of generic science fiction games.
I'm happy to announce our first ever white PlayStation 4 that comes...
Is there anyone dumb enough who's gonna buy a console just because it's a different fucking color? It does the same shit.
that comes...
Hey, more sequels. Second Son, Little Big Planet, Far Cry 4.
Dead Island 2. There's a new Mortal Kombat.
A new Uncharted.
Whatever.
A common theme that you guys wrote in about was zombies. I mean, who doesn't love us some zombie action?
Why do you still want zombie games?
Yeah, okay, the trailer for Dead Island 2, that is the moment where I am now officially sick of zombies. I am now sick of them, and I'll be glad if I never see them again. Yeah.
You did it.
Finally did it.
Congratulations.
It took 10 years of constant zombies being thrown in your face, but I'm done with them now.
I hope that they're over soon.
I don't know, Jack. It won't die. Like a zombie, it won't die.
Excellent pun.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. What the fuck is that?
Oh, God. It's like a planet exploration, space flight sim game where you
World
can just
building.
take off from one planet, fly into a space battle, and then go to a completely different planet.
New idea. No big Marines with guns.
I didn't see one zombie in the No Man's Land trailer.
No, that for me was one of those where it's like, if that is a PS4 exclusive.
Yeah, that is a system seller.
After 15 years, Double Fine, in tandem with our third-party production team, will be remastering your classic adventure game, Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango! Grim Fandango! Great noir story. The characters are amazing. The world is wonderful. It's got Tim Schafer's sense of humor. And I will eat that shit up when they re-release it.
And there's more.
That's a good thing to preserve classics. And Grim Fandango is a classic worthy of preservation.
Bruce, I found Penguin. He's got a weapons cache on the north end of Miyagani Island.
Batman Arkham Asylum was a really great game.
It's a really great Batman experience.
Combat, sneakitude. You know, you could be sneaky. How sneaky do you think Batman could be in a tank?
And I really fucking hate the iron-plated bat suit. Keep Iron Man out of my Batman. I would love it if, like, the stealth portions, everybody's always instantly alerted by Batman going clank, clank, clank.
I am going to call myself an incredible asshole and hypocrite.
I know, you're loving Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers looks great.
It's the 5th one, and there's nothing new about it. But you're a Smash Brothers fan, and you're gonna buy Smash Brothers. This is why new ideas don't work.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Nintendo is now ripping off Skylander.
Oh yeah. And I get it. It makes sense. Skylander is one of the most brilliant games ever to be conceived in the modern era because they can make so much money.
This is no ordinary toy. Amiibo.
Hyrule Warriors, since we're on Zelda. I never played a Dynasty Warriors game.
Dynasty Warriors is some of the most fun you can have gaming. It's also one of the dumbest games in the world. You play a giant, ancient samurai warrior with a giant weapon, and you get to mow down hundreds of enemies.
Okay.
It's awesome.
At least they're doing something different yet derivative with Zelda.
Do you remember in the early days of the Wii, we didn't get a Zelda game at launch?
Yeah.
We got Zelda's bow and arrow archery. It wasn't a spin-off. What it was a placeholder. That's what Hyrule Warriors feels like to me.
Okay.
Like we have a new Zelda coming out. Won't be coming out for another year. Here's something. You get to play as Zelda.
They made a big deal at the beginning of the press conference. You know, we won't be announcing another Mario game.
Actually, no new Mario game today.
What? I'm getting bombed?
But they blatantly lied because there's that Mario Maker game they talked about. The Mario game where you can make your own Mario levels that Mario can jump around in, and it's either going to be classic Mario or New Super Mario Brothers Mario with Mario.
Congratulations!
A Mario game creator
Sure.
is really exciting.
Sure.
That to me is a bit of a console seller because I love platformers.
As of Skyward Sword, I was officially sick of Zelda.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested. I'm not like wetting my pants over the new one, but it looked really pretty.
Not only did it look pretty, the big thing about the new Zelda that they've promised is that we're not telling you where to go.
If they can pull that off, I am looking forward to that.
I am looking forward to a return to exploration.
That was Zelda 1.
Where you just learned that, oh, I need to do this dungeon before I do this dungeon, or else I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. I liked that.
That's Squid Game. What do they call it?
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
It was a fresh take on the online-only multiplayer first-person shooter. It's territory control, you spray ink.
Didn't that just look so creative and wonderful?